The 70612 Green Ninja Mech Dragon is one of the latest Ninjago sets for the summer wave, based off the LEGO Ninjago movie. At $49.99 USD, the set's going to get you 544 pieces as well as 4 minifigures. Now, judging from the box art alone, the set appears to be pretty promising, but how does it hold up out of the box? Well, let's find out. So right off the bat, I can already tell you that this model is very impressive. There's a lot of awesome detailing going on throughout, as well as some very good color layering. One of the things I do really want to focus on real quick is the head, because I find that it does the best job of sort of combining various elements from past Ninjago dragon models. The earlier years typically used pre-molded two-piece heads, which were fine for the dragons but not great for mocking. Then later on we started getting some more complex brick-built heads, and this is kind of combining both of these. We've got the two-piece pre-molded elements here, but they're used in conjunction with a brick-built head here. And together they form a very, very impressive looking dragon. I really, really like it. There's a lot of articulation in the head as well. You can adjust the whiskers on the front here, as well as the eyebrows, and you can also adjust every single horn on top of his head. There's even these ear flaps on the side that you can adjust as well, and of course the mouth can open. There's a nice hinge here, so you can open very widely, and the tongue itself can move as well. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the purple usage here, but it's not that big of a problem. The neck is on a hinge on the side, so you can go from left to right, but you can't go up or down, which is unfortunate. Now, there are hinges on the back end of the neck as well, so you can sort of go up and down, but not too far. So you can kind of get around that by sort of moving his head downwards like this, and it kind of gives him a downward position, but it's not quite there. The rest of the body can move similarly as well. There's articulation on the waist here, as well as on the tail. The tail has a great function here. Gear right there on his posterior can move the tail back and forth like that. And with the articulation on the waist, which can go left to right, you can get yourself some nice worming positions there, which you can kind of see in the trailer. So with this all combined, there's some great maneuverability with the set. Now, he's not necessarily the most posable dragon we've had before, of course. Because of his short stubby legs, we can't quite move them that much. There's only 2 points of articulation, a hinge here, the front, so you can move them out and up and down, and then a ball joint for the feet. There are no elbow joints on either of these legs. So you kind of get what you get there. There's also 2 stud shooters on the front forelimbs right here, so you can fire those off like so. Woo! The toes have articulation as well, of course. So you can have some pretty nice flying poses going on there. And all the spikes on the back going down up to his tail can also be adjusted. So you can move those up and down to your heart's desire. And there's also these cool little fins here on the side that you can also adjust. On the back here, there's also these hidden turbines. You can lift these flaps up and reveal the turbines themselves. They just pop out right there, and boom, you got your dragon boost mode. Up in the front here, there's also some seating positions for Wu and Garmadon to sit, and some controls to control your mechanized dragon. Other than that, there's not too much to the model. It's really well built. However, I will say there's a lot of stickers. Now, the stickers in this particular set, I think, works pretty well. It adds a lot of nice texture to the set and makes the set look a bit more robotic, which is what they were going for. With that said though, if you're not a fan of placing stickers, you might want to avoid this one. There's a lot of them. The set comes with the 4 aforementioned minifigures, with our titular character Lloyd Garmadon taking the most box presents. He has a new mask mold, which is in 2 pieces this time around, and it kind of clips in on the back of the head. Does a good job of covering the face and actually looking like a ninja mask, which is pretty awesome. And the minifigure comes with 2 face prints, one that is angry and another one that is sort of sarcastic and smiley. The detailing is pretty minimalistic compared to what we've had before, but I think it works here. There's some nice grid patterns going on there that's pretty hard to see, but once you do notice it, it really brings out the minifigure. Lloyd also comes with a pretty standard sword here, but the tassel that it includes is a nice little addition. Wu is included with the set and is pretty standard for a Wu figure. His actual print design isn't all that complex and actually pretty simplistic compared to what we've had before. With that said, he has the added benefit of coming with this skirt piece here that you can add underneath the torso. The cloth does make the set appear a bit more lively, and I do like that addition. But with that said, it doesn't really come with anything new. You get your same hat and a staff, and that's really about it. He does have some feet printing though, which is pretty cool to see. He also doesn't include 2 face prints. That's unfortunate, but is to be expected since he doesn't have anything covering the back of his head. So we'll move on for now. The Garmadon figure of this set is pretty awesome. His design is kind of standard for Garmadon, however, there's a lot more detailing going on in the upper torso armor, which is pretty well done. The bottom torso does appear to be pretty old, and the detailing underneath that armor isn't all that great, but who cares? The armor's going to be covering it anyway. The cloth included really does bring out the set and makes it appear a bit more lively, just like Wu, so I really like the addition there. And the new helmet design is really wicked, very samurai-esque. Garmadon also comes with a brick-built laser pointer, which it's kind of gimmicky, but a nice addition regardless. And finally, we have our throwaway character for this set, Charlie, the Henchman. Surprisingly enough, for a throwaway minifigure who's not a main character, there's actually quite a lot of detailing going on in his printing. There's a lot of different colors and there's some metallic inks used here, and it's very effective. He also gets a pretty nice new custom face print, which is very well done, as well as a nice little beanie to go along with him. Definitely adds some character, which is nice. He doesn't have an alternative face, but once again, to be expected. And he comes with a fish sword. Oh my god, it's a swordfish.
Oh! What?
I just got it.
So would I recommend the green mech dragon? Definitely. I mean, this is definitely one of the best designed dragons out of Ninjago, in my opinion, and is right up there with the NRG dragon. And how could you say no to all that sand green? I mean, just look at it, it's glorious.
With that said, the set isn't without its faults. Obviously, as I mentioned before, because of the stubby legs, there's not a lot of posability here and you can't really get it into too many ferocious poses, but it's not that big of a problem. If you're a kid, there's a lot of play value here. 4 minifigures and a giant dragon, hard to ignore. And if you're an adult collector, well, it's just a really well-designed set, so I can imagine you putting this on display and being quite happy with it. So I would honestly recommend it to both of you. But that's all I'll say for now about the green mech dragon. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, be sure to click the like button and subscribe. And while you're at it, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/TTV channel, where you can donate to us directly and help support our channel and help us make videos just like this one. But thanks again for watching. I'm Bar, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.